All right, so somebody did ask the internet. I went and I visited, even though I didn't want to. What trend died so fast that you can hardly call it a trend? So we're going to take a little trip down memory lane, and if there's any that you want to throw out there, please do. Bert Show fam, 1-855-BERT Show, 855-237-8746.
And you have to confess if you gave into this trend while it was occurring.
All right, so I'm going to go through this list that has been compiled of some of these trends that you can hardly call a trend because they were such like a flash in the pan. So I don't know if you all remember, but I remember this one. For the record, did not participate because I thought it was stupid. Back in the 90s, when kids were walking around with pacifiers in their mouths and hanging around their necks.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember the pacifier trend?
I do.
So weird, just sucking on pacifiers.
You know, at the age of 2, it was normal for me to do that in the 90s.
You were so ahead of that curve.
So, you know, I pulled off the trend really well.
Yeah, at one point I was really into that.
Flash mobs.
Those are so annoying. That's like such 2010s core. Like flash mobs and Bruno Mars just go hand in hand so well.
Every now and then you see one like pop up now and you're like, come on, man, you're so late on that.
It's over.
We're better than that. Gangnam Style by Psy.
Yeah.
There, of course, we're always going to have one-hit wonders, but this one, it seems to have completely disappeared. You don't hear it anymore.
You don't, but every now and then when it comes on, it's still a bop.
Do you remember the dance?
Isn't it like this? Like the lasso thing?
I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was so hot when I was in middle school and high school. Anything from Spencer's.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Spencer store?
I love that place.
And so when we used to go to the mall, so I was like 14, my best friend and I, Amanda, would always go over to Fayette Mall and just like walk the mall for like hours on end. And you would always go into Spencer's and you'd always go to the back corner because that's where they hit everything with profanity.
The spicy stuff.
There was also, I'll never forget this, what looked like it was just kind of a round, clear globe, and you put your hand on it, and the electricity would follow your hand.
Was that at Spencer's or was that at the National Geographic store?
That was Spencer's for me, man.
Was it?
Both.
Yeah.
Both, yes. It's the one crossover toy between Spencer's and National Geographic.
Also, Brookstone stores where you would sit in the massage chair.
Man.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right. So again, trends that seem to have have died and have never come back. Wearing our clothes backwards, a la crisscross.
That was very, very fast.
Oh, man.
That didn't last that long.
Did you do it?
No, I never did.
You didn't participate in that?
Never did that one.
I never did that one either.
It's uncomfortable. I tried it.
Yeah.
It's super uncomfortable.
I might have done it accidentally coming in here one morning.
Y'all remember when we did planking and that was such a huge thing?
Yes.
Stupid.
Okay, and then also on this list is T-bowing, but I don't even remember what T-bowing was.
You don't know what T-bowing is?
I know it was a thing, but I don't remember like what was T-bowing.
T-bowing is, he used to do this thing where he'd be at the end zone and he'd get on one knee and then put his fist to his forehead.
Oh, yeah.
And that
He
was
was
like
praying.
a thing that he did. Yeah, he's like praying.
That's
So,
right.
you know, if you're a Florida fan, you gotta, instead of planking, you gotta T-bow.
Again, these are trends that were like so fast that you can hardly call it a trend and are definitely not around anymore. The Live Strong bracelets.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
I wore one of those.
I wore one.
I did. I participated in that
I
one.
did too.
I don't think I did.
The thing to do in school was that, yes, you had your Livestrong bracelet, but then you had to have like 18 others. So it got to be such a problem that our school banned us from wearing Livestrong bracelets. But so I just have like this collection of like 15 rubber bands just sitting in my closet.
And then whatever NFTs were.
Yeah.
That seems so huge, and then all of a sudden just poof, gone, and like Bieber was spending millions of dollars on like a random NFT.
I don't know. Is there still an industry for that? Are they still making those and selling them? And
I never figured out how that worked.
And then the most recent one, whatever, very mindful, very demure, very cutesy was.
And
Is
yet
that done?
no, well, I feel like people kind of say it, but like that I felt like was more popular than Hawk Tua Girl, and Hawk Tua Girl is still Talk Tua.
yes.
Yeah, she has her like. And her podcast does really
Really
well.
well.
It does
I think
well.
it was above
Really?
ours on the
Yes.
charts.
She's like crushing with that
We
podcast.
spend all this time coming up with content, posting all the content on the podcast, and Hawk Tua is beating us.
Yeah, all you got to do is spit on that thing.
That's a different website, I think.
The Bert Show.